Probably going to continue the trend of three-part week one. So I kind of did part of this in the last one. Um, so we have a lot to go over. First of all, two acquisitions we made got signed to 7-year deals each, ensuring they will remain with the Steelers until the end of this playthrough, I imagine, unless it goes for longer than 30 seasons. Bit of a spoiler there. I'll do free signings after. So yeah, I traded Tate and Ertl for the fullback that I will have for the next several years, and Dixon Crawford as well to give Jaguars another star halfback because I'm keeping Darren Bush for another year. Franklin Miles got traded, finally. Here's the number one overall pick in the draft, going with a receiver to Detroit for first, second, and third overall picks. Or round picks, not overall. Detroit literally trading away their future for these two. The Browns trade is the riskiest one I made, other than the Ravens trade. So I made a couple risky trades. The Ravens trade certainly the most risky, considering the fact they were a borderline playoff team. The upgrades with the trade pieces I sent them, they'll probably become a playoff team. And yeah, giving the Browns the power to upgrade or the capital to upgrade a bit. And here was the other big trade. Lewis Ellis and Nate Filipovic for Joseph Jordan, D tackle of the future. And I don't think there were any other trades that didn't involve us. And then for signings, obviously Filipovic, Tyson, and Gokong were all signed and traded. And Kafka was signed and then traded. And I think Lane Kafka still has a job. Yep. Yeah, I did deliberately sign and trade him because I felt bad for him being a free agent 2 years in a row. Figured worst that could happen was him having an average contract of 300K. And I'm sure the 49ers have a role that he can fill. Let's see. Yep, better than Griffin Medlock, that's for sure. Fortunately, there were no preseason casualties. Like 5 wide receivers still. I'll probably get a 6th one next year when I make some operational changes, so I don't have as many left and right outside linebackers. So I want Cecil Moon number 3. So I want Cecil Moon number 2 of Gabriel Myers. But I had Gabriel Myers in that role. Well, let's have Stanley Craig. So let's have Stanley Craig starting at right tackle and have left tackle be done by Cecil Moon? Nah. Perfectly fine. Also perfectly fine. Actually gonna put Sorgi in the 4 spot. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I guess that's fine. That's fine. There we go. the depth chart sorted out. Oh wait, no. I was thinking cornerback. Jake Elliott didn't make it? That's shocking. Darius Trannon of the 49ers now. Where's Bodiford? It's not on here, I guess. Yeah, not on here. The fact that Tucker wasn't in there is surprising. I wish you could sort this by induction time. That would make it so much easier to tell who got in and who didn't. Devontae Blades got in. I think McMillan is also new. Dalton McCoy got in. No Morgan McKee. Carlos Yabuti. No Norris. Nearly in. Assume Richie's in. This stage. Yep, Richie's guaranteed a spot. How about Egaman? Super close. Harmon, Stone, and Gibson. Harmon Stone's never gonna make it. Well, Dalton Van Dyke. Well on his way. And will almost certainly make it. Let's go to salaries really fast. Doesn't Van Dyke still have like 4 years left? Yep, 4 years left. Gibson and McWare. Yep, Gibson's in. I think Ware's got it made too. Nope, not even close. I'm wrong. Kenyatta Skinner is, though. I have no idea what just happened there. don't think anybody else in my receiver core is anywhere near it. Here's Benabont. Hey kitty, I'm all aware you want attention. You don't need to tail whip me. Alright, well, take a look at the Jaguars. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Jaguars, Ravens, Saints, Chiefs. Oh, we're gonna see Tate and Ertl very quickly after trading for Jacob Silva, so both get the chance to prove themselves. And what about playing the Falcons? Yep, gonna be playing Lewis Ellis. Just knew it. Quite a few playoff teams, or playoff caliber teams, in our schedule, so see what comes of it. Oops. That's good for us. Hello, Scott Street. Will we be seeing him in the game again? As he pretty much carried Cowboys through the second half of the Super Bowl, doing way more than their starter, Dixon Crawford, who we traded to them. Tater Nerdle, we'll get to see what we traded away, as they have an inexplicable four running backs. Tater Nerdle. Sorry we traded you, buddy, but it was the right call. This is quite the formidable team. Explains how they've made the playoffs several years in a row, or how they've made the playoffs last year and are in a good position to make it again in several years in a row. That O-line looks a little thin still.